Aloha everyone, I am Jason Wong, principal broker and founder of Island Dragonfly. Congratulations, you have inherited a piece of paradise, a beautiful property in Hawaii, and my deepest condolences regarding the paperwork you are about to drown in. If you are a foreign heir, meaning you are not a US citizen or resident, and you are looking to sell that inherited property, you need to listen closely, because the state of Hawaii and the US government have prepared a special welcome basket for you. It is not fruit and macadamia nuts. It is called taxes, withholding, and probate. Let's break this down before you spend that inheritance money in your head. First, let's talk about the process. If this property was not in a trust, welcome to probate. Probate in Hawaii is like island time, but without the Mai Tais. It is a court-supervised process that can easily take 9 to 18 months. So if you thought you were listing the house next week, grab a Snickers bar. You are going to be here a while, but let's assume you made it through probate or your parents were smart enough to use a trust. Now you are ready to sell. Here is the good news. It is called the step up in basis. Basically, the US tax code says the value of the home resets to its fair market value on the day the previous owner passed away. So if your parents bought the house in 1980 for $50,000 and it is worth $2 million today, you do not pay capital gains tax on all that profit. You only pay tax on the growth from the day they died to the day you sell. That is the government actually being nice to you. Enjoy it, because it stops now. Here comes the sassy part. When a foreign person sells property in Hawaii, we have to deal with two nasty acronyms, HARPTA and FIRPTA. They sound like contagious diseases, and frankly, they feel like it too. HARPTA is the Hawaii Real Property Tax Act. FIRPTA is the Foreign Investment in Real Property Tax Act. Here is the kicker. These are not taxes on your profit. They are withholdings on the total sales price. Let me repeat that. The total sales price. If you are a foreign seller, Hawaii will hold back 7.25% of the sales price, and the IRS under FIRPTA will hold back 15%. Do the math. That is 22.25% of the gross sales price. Gone at closing, sent to the taxman before you see a dime. Now, do not panic. This is a withholding, not a final tax. It is basically the government saying, we do not trust you to file your taxes from another country, so we are keeping this money until you prove you do not owe it. You will likely get a big chunk of this back when you file your US and Hawaii tax returns the following year, but for right now, that cash flow is frozen. And I have to mention one more scary thing, the estate tax. If the person who left you this property was also a non-resident alien, the U.S. estate tax exemption for their U.S. assets is only $60,000. $60,000. For U.S. citizens, the exemption is in the millions. But for foreign estates, the U.S. government taxes the value of that Hawaii home above $60,000 at a rate of up to 40%. That is a deep dive topic, and you definitely need a specialized CPA for that. Look, selling inherited property in Hawaii as a foreign heir is not a DIY project. You are dealing with international tax treaties, state withholdings, and federal compliance. If you mess this up, the IRS does not send a polite letter. They send a bill with interest. You need a team. You need a tax professional, and you need a broker who understands the luxury market and the foreign seller process. That is where I come in. I have over 20 years of experience navigating these waters. I help you maximize the sale price so that even after the alphabet soup of taxes, you walk away with the best possible inheritance. Head over to my website at jasonwong.us or check out islanddragonfly.com. Let's turn that complicated paperwork into a closing check. I'm Jason Wong. Aloha.